Hello and welcome back to another news video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. With patch 6.4 came a plethora of new awesome content, but unfortunately it also came with a few bugs that are affecting some players, including myself. Actually, I will include myself in this one. So today, the 25th of May, we got an update on this, that they're aware of an issue with the sound not playing under certain conditions on Windows. Now, this is all to do with controllers. Now, this is something I didn't even think about until I tested it a few times myself. But essentially, if you have a PlayStation 4 or even a DualSense controller plugged in, anything that has like a speaker built into the controller, it will actually cause, for some reason, sometimes the game to just stop producing audio to the point where you have to physically crash the game because it doesn't shut down properly just to reboot it again to fix it. However, as you can see in this document, it says, "I would like to report the current status of our investigation. In our investigation, we've determined that the issue is caused when the sound device is not being recognized by the computer and the sound reset process in the game client is executed. This causes the processing of sound to freeze. As a result, the sound stops playing and the game client cannot be closed properly when trying to exit," which is exactly what we were saying. "Issues due to this process have been present since 6.0 and have been working without significant impact until now, but there is a high possibility that a different internal process that was changed in 6.4 has triggered this issue. Depending on the combination of devices, PC usage, and other differences in the environment, the issue may or may not occur in some cases, making it difficult to investigate and identify the cause. However, thanks to the numerous reports we received from the players, we were able to isolate the problem and identify the cause. Thank you for your cooperation." So the only feedback I gave when I was trying to figure out what was going on is it would happen every time I'd like tab to my editing program and back to the game. So presumably the act of tabbing also issued it to recognize that my controller was there, realize it wasn't like a registered sound device, because all of these modern controllers have bloody speakers on them these days for some reason. And yeah, so what I use a controller for on a PC, by the way, I use my keyboard and mouse to play, is for pan angles and stuff when I'm filming, so it's always usually plugged in. But anyway, prospects for resolving this issue. We will continue to prioritize the resolution of this issue, but since it is a core component of sound processing, the following measures will be necessary, and it is expected to take up to 2 weeks to address this issue. Predict possible device combinations in PC environments, pattern verification of several PC environments, verification of a complexion of affixes in these combinations. So they've got to basically do some testing, in-house testing that's going to take 2 weeks before they can pony up a solution to this, and that's perfectly understandable. Consider how many people play this game in different situations with different PC components and different environments in that. Yeah, I don't value I don't value their time that's going to be spent in that. I certainly wouldn't want to do that. We are aware, they say, that some players are refraining from progressing through the main scenario until this issue is addressed, and we apologize for the inconvenience this may cause. However, we are striving to resolve this issue as quickly as possible and kindly ask for your patience until then. I think it is a fair point, because the sound design of the video game is paramount to a lot of people's enjoyment. Maybe not everyone, but good storytelling is kind of accompanied by really good soundtrack design, and it kind of does a disservice to the entire game if the audio isn't working as you want it to. So I presume I'm going to just disconnect my controller entirely when I do my MSQ progression, when I finally get around to do that, and that's something I would recommend. But again, not everybody likes to use keyboard and mouse that plays on PC, so I don't know. One thing I could suggest to you is, I know for a fact some older controllers, if you have like, I don't know, like a PlayStation 3 controller, or maybe some third-party controllers as well, they might feel a bit plasticky, but anything that doesn't have a speaker or sound device inside of it, so it doesn't immediately get recognized by your PC, that will probably result in a much better experience. At least that's my advice. Their temporary workaround is, please attempt to use the following previously reported method, which depending on your environment may temporarily allow you to circumvent the issue. They say, if you're using a gamepad that is recognized as a sound device such as DualShock 4 or DualSense, please try and disable the corresponding sound device from the sound settings of your computer and restart the client. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused. So yeah, I mean, that will be a workaround, but as soon as it decides to do its like reset check on the sound device, it's gonna just turn the sound off again, isn't it? Like I say, if you've got any other controllers, or I don't know, if you can find a way of permanently, or temporarily for the playtime of the game, disabling the speaker system in your DualShock or DualSense, definitely do that. But I don't blame people for waiting until there is a fix for this, because there are plenty of people who love to play on controller that, just plug it into a PC, like I say before. But yeah, this is a bit of a serious issue. It has affected some of my recording as well, because I'll be like, okay, I no longer have audio when I'm trying to record something, and it's just because I had the controller plugged in so I could do a pan shot or whatever else I was doing with the controller. It's much smoother to zoom, it's smoother to pan and stuff. A little bit of video knowledge there that you probably didn't know about, but yeah, it's really, really useful for that. But yeah, I don't really use it to play the game with, but there are plenty of people who do. But yeah, anyway, just if you're wondering if you're going crazy because it keeps happening, you're like, what is causing this? Now you know, basically. I thought that was worth putting a video out on. Anyway, much love. Enjoy 6.4 if you can, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.